All right, workout worthy. Welcome to Amazing Abs. This is a quick, effective, fun core workout, perfect for all fitness levels. In this 10-minute class, we're going to focus on every muscle in our midsection. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and save this Amazing Abs workout. You can come back and do this routine anytime. Now today's class is going to be based on time, not speed. And what that means is that you get to go at your very own pace. You want to go fast enough that it's a challenge, but not so fast that you use momentum or you compromise form. Now we're going to start with a basic crunch. So let's come onto our sit bones. Holding your hamstrings, lay back nice and slow. Now the form we do in this basic crunch is the form we're going to maintain and we're going to continue through every exercise. So I want you to feel length, like you're stretching through the crown of your head, feeling space between each vertebrae, lifting to a hover. So this is as relaxed as we are going to be during this minute. Our belly is sucking in, flexing through these core muscles, chin stays level, and we're looking up at the ceiling on an angle. Basic crunches for 60 seconds. Here we go. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower, exhale, and inhale, moving at your own pace. Fast enough that it's a challenge, not so fast that you use momentum. And we want to keep that length through our spine. So as I do my crunch, I really think about my head stretching to the wall behind me. Instead of tucking my chin or rounding my back, I feel my head reaching up that wall to where the wall meets the ceiling. We're looking up at the ceiling on an angle, elbows are out nice and wide. Just our fingertips are supporting our head. Now, if you want to do a bigger sit-up, you are more than welcome. Good form is always the number one choice, but from there, you get to decide your speed and your range of motion. Belly is sucking in towards the spine, breathing. 5 seconds. Now our second move, we are going to hold an isometric crunch right here. Bring your left arm down and we are going to reach towards our left heel. So we're not crunching up, we're not lowering down, we're holding this isometric crunch and doing a lateral movement. Still elongating, even though we're going to the side, think about length, not compression. We're still breathing, exhale and inhale. 5 seconds on this side. And then let's switch. So still holding that isometric contraction, moving laterally, not lifting up, not lowering down, reaching towards your heel. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Our feet stay nice and stable. Our knees, our hips don't move. This entire movement comes from our waist, sucking our belly in. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Holding your hamstring. Roll up nice and slow. Now we are going to do a 1-minute forearm plank. So our elbows are below our shoulders. You want a nice long line from your head to your tailbone. If you are modifying on all fours. Now, if you want to progress, you can do this forearm plank, straight line head to your knees, and advanced straight line head to your toes. 60 seconds, lift and hold. Feeling length, reaching through the crown of your head and lifting through the back of your neck. So that head alignment is so important. We don't want to lift our chin, which tends to arch our back and compress our neck. We don't want to tuck our chin, which tends to round our back and can close our airways. So chin is level. When you lift through the back of your neck, you keep your head aligned so we're not lunging our face to the floor. Shoulders low and relaxed. Belly is sucking up towards the spine. If you are on your toes, those kneecaps are lifted, inner thighs are sealed, so your whole body is assisting in this challenge. Even though we're holding the plank, we are not holding our breath. At any time, if you need to modify, go right ahead. If you feel like you can progress, go right ahead. This is your challenge. 3, 2, and 1. Soften the knees, Bring it back. If you want a quick stretch, you can. Otherwise, carefully come onto your sit bones for our next 2 exercises. Fingertips behind our ears. Knees are gonna bend. Our legs are gonna be here, stretching through the crown of our head, lifting to a hover. We're gonna do bicycles. Contracting, right shoulder towards your left knee, back to center, and then left shoulder towards your right knee. 60 seconds, here we go. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. So I want these bicycles to really isolate your core, and I wanna make sure you're using muscle, not momentum. That's why I'm going at a slightly slower pace, and that's why I'm keeping the center hold in the middle. We'll get less repetitions in, but each repetition will be more effective. As you contract, you want to lower your leg as close as you can to the floor without touching and also without straining your back. We want to strengthen our entire core. We're reaching with our shoulder, never pulling with our arm. Exhale and inhale. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Extending your legs up. We're gonna do a version of a single leg stretch here. Lowering your leg, reach towards your opposite calf. Back to the hover. Lower, opposite calf. Back to the hover. Here we go. 60 seconds. Now, if any of these exercises do not feel comfortable for you, you can go back to the previous exercise, or you can always go back to a basic crunch. This is your amazing ab workout. Exhale and inhale. Reach and reach. Similar to the bicycles, we want to lower our leg as low as we can towards the floor without touching and without straining our back. So that might be a smaller range of motion. That might be a larger range of motion. Your speed, fast enough that it's a challenge, not so fast we use momentum. And you'll notice throughout this workout, your speed is probably gonna slow down, partially because each exercise does get a little more challenging, and partially because fatigue settles in. Breathing, exhale and inhale. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding those hamstrings, bring it up. Our second forearm plank. Now nothing needs to change. You can do the exact same forearm plank you did before. You can progress, you can modify. 60 seconds. We're also gonna have the option to add a little stability, a little balance challenge with our forearm plank. Lift and hold. So make sure, first and foremost, you're in a good forearm plank. Foundation matters. If you feel like you need more, you can point your right toe. Everything else stays the same. And if you notice, I'm not lifting my leg. I'm simply taking my right toe off of the floor so that your left side has to stabilize and balance more. Long neck, strong core, belly sucks up towards the spine. Breathing. Now, if your right toe is pointed, put it back down and point your left toe. So you really can't see much of a difference. My legs are still parallel. Breathing. You can see me pointing my toe back there. Only my right toe is touching the floor. Breathing. Long neck, strong core. If your left toe is pointed, bring it back down. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Sink it back. Get a little stretch. Okay, we got 2 crunches left and 1 forearm plank left. Holding your hamstrings, lay back nice and slow. Fingertips behind your ears. Now we're gonna bring our legs up and we are gonna do frog crunches. Lifting to a hover, so that's just like the basic crunch we started with. And what we do is we bend our knees as we crunch. We're gonna do 2 frog crunches, holding the hover with our upper body. Our legs separate, come back together, and lift back up. 60 seconds. Here we go. So 2 frog crunches at your own pace, holding the upper body in a hover. Your legs separate, lower, and lift. Breathing through this challenge, we never want to hold our breath. Legs lower as close as you can to the floor without touching and without straining our back. So as you hover your upper body, you might not lower very far to get that challenge. And that is great. This is your challenge. Breathing. We are halfway, 30 seconds left. Frog crunch, lower and lift. Frog crunch, lower and lift. 15 seconds left. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. Let's squeeze one last rep in. 2 frog crunches. Hover as we lower and lift. Now our last exercise, laying on our back, is shooting the hoop. So arms are gonna pull over the knees and then we extend. Pull in and extend. 60 seconds, we ready? Here we go. Exhale and inhale. Head is still an extension of our spine. Our chin is level. We're still looking up at the ceiling on an angle. Fast enough that it's a challenge, not so fast that we use momentum. And if we need a little more support in our neck, you can bring your fingertips behind your ears and keep the rest of the movement the same. Your legs lower as close as you can to the floor without touching and without straining, so a higher movement might be better. Breathe. Very challenging move, so your speed is probably starting to slow down. Fight for good form. Exhale, inhale. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Our last forearm plank. So carefully support yourself up. This last plank, nothing needs to change if you don't want it to. So do the plank option that works for you. You want to be in the hardest forearm plank that you can do. And you can choose to build on it or you can hold. Here we go, 60 seconds, our last 60 seconds. Breathe. Long neck, strong core. You can stay here or you can point your right toe and hold. You can stay here or you can bend your knee, come back. Other side, bend and back. Point. So this is like an army crawl. Keeping a great plank, breathing, long neck, strong core. So we are halfway. If you are holding just your right toe pointed, switch to your left so we stay nice and even. If you are doing the army crawl, try to keep going. If you need to modify. Good form is better than doing a more advanced level. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Almost done. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Soften the knees. Sink it back. Extended child's pose. Reaching through your fingers. Sinking your hips over your heels. Couple nice deep breaths. Round up nice and slow. Fantastic job, workout worthy. That was a quick, effective, amazing ab workout. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and save this video. Come back and do this amazing abs anytime. You don't need to be extreme, but you do need to be consistent. So stay consistent with your workouts. You are worth it.